Alright guys, this car is fully wrapped in PPF paint protection film. Now we're going to go notate any imperfections that I can find. It's hard to tell if any of these made their way through that PPF. These are protected. You're going to see some scratches here on the splitter, some rock impacts throughout. A couple of those could potentially be chips. See some gashes there in the PPF. It's hard to tell if that made its way through the paint or not. Some scratches here on this splitter. See some of the black here is chipped away. A couple impacts throughout the hood. These headlights are protected. Looking at these wheels, this is just the material holding down that wheel weight. It's not a gash or anything. That wheel looks good. I don't see any curb rash on it. Now these are protected in PPF. That fender looks good. You're gonna have some rock impacts on this film. I don't see any chips. That looks nice. Roof looks good. You have some scuffs here on the PPF. Scuffs right there. Then looking at this section, you're going to see a lot of rock impacts. I imagine some of these made their way through the paint. This is not protected in PPF. You're going to have some rock chips on this wheel and a little bit throughout that barrel, but I don't see any curb rash. The film is peeling up right there on that edge. Quarter panel looks good. All of that looks nice. There's no PPF here on this carbon piece, but the spoiler itself is wrapped, and there's no PPF on this carbon here. That deck lid's wrapped, the back bumper is all protected. And checking out this side, I don't see any curb rash on that wheel. Fender looks good. You're gonna have a few rock impacts here on the side mirror. It's hard to tell if those made their way through the paint. A-pillar looks good. The door looks good. Now we do have some scuffs all throughout the PPF here, and a little tear in the graphic from getting in and out. And then you can see this section here is peppered with rock chips and kind of rock impacts. It is protected in a PPF. It does look like some of it made its way through, but it is really hard to tell what are actual chips in the paint and what's just in the film. Don't see any curb rash on that wheel. Quarter panel looks good. Back bumper looks awesome. Checking out the interior, it is a non-smoker. All of that looks amazing. Very, very clean here. You got a couple tiny scuffs there. Now on the plastic, you can see a couple notches and gashes. A few scuffs up here. And then you have a couple gashes right there on that plastic. That bolster looks good. That looks nice. Overall, very clean. The steering wheel is nice and smooth. It's not matted down. Looking at the passenger door panel, you have a little snag right here. Small scuff right there. The rest of that looks good. Got a scratch here in the plastic, a couple small scuffs. That bolster looks good. All of that looks nice. This is a little shiny. The rest of the seat looks good. WeatherTech mats. Glove box looks perfect. All of this looks really clean. Okay, we're gonna go for a quick drive.